ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. It's the new year and sporting bodies around the country assessing their performance in 2017. Among them, the Bahamas Volleyball Federation.
We didn't participate to the best of our ability, to the level in which we can participate at. When I look at the reports from both teams, I think on the men's side we had some injuries that I think was kind of hidden under the rug per se. There were some new inputs into that program, but we have to relook at some of the things that we were doing, and we're going to put our minds together as coaches and see if we can get back to where we were in terms of the athleticism from our athletes. I think that was not really there. The health issues in some of the players, I think we need to get them healthy again. And even though we went to that round and didn't really participate in which we should have, especially the men. The women did well in the first round. I think they could have done better, but I think we need to really put a cohesive team together in 2018 because it's going to be very pivotal. If we don't do well in 2018, we put the program back another 4 years.
2018 is an election year for the BVF. Financial members under the Federation's umbrella will come together and vote on January 11th. President Joe Smith addressed whether or not he will be seeking re-election.
I haven't really decided as yet. Still praying about it. I have a meeting with the Nosika president and the Kosovo president who wanted me to actually serve on one of the boards internationally. I haven't accepted any of those as yet because my heart is for volleyball here in the Bahamas.
The Bahamas Rowing Federation made strides in the right direction in 2017, and President Jason Williams has even higher goals for the new year.
We're going to see a lot of things happening. We're going to see possibly a medal based on the times that we've done last year. We're going to have a lot more participation in the international competition, World Cup, and under 23 and Junior Worlds. Also, possibly we're going to be competing in the Youth Olympics in Argentina.
Overall, last year was another successful one for the Bahamas in sports, and Sports Minister, the Honorable Michael Pintard, shares his wish for 2018.
That more Bahamians would celebrate our athletes who are doing well, not just as elite athletes, but as collegians. And then furthermore, that all of us would become less spectators, but participate to make sure that we are fit as a country. Far too many Bahamians are dying from non-communicable diseases because we are sedentary. We want to change that.
On to some tennis news now. Carrie Cartwright brought in the new year with a bang, winning the women's championship at the Giorgio Baldacci Nationals. Cartwright will now return abroad and continue with her pro career.
I'm just going to start to play in the main draw in those because I just got my rankings. So, you know, just looking forward to playing against more of those tournaments and stuff like that. I started playing, you know, a lot of the futures in June. So, you know, from June to November, that's when I got the ranking because for girls it takes 3 tournaments, points. You have to get points in 3 tournaments to get a ranking. So for guys, it's like you get into main draw and you win 1 round and you get a ranking. But for girls, it's a little bit harder.
The Chairman's Invitational Golf Tournament set to return to the course at Sandals Emerald Bay in Exuma in 2018, and one of the game's greats will be back.
Certainly Greg Norman is coming again. He supports the event and does very well with it, so he'll be doing the ceremonial tee-off again, and he'll also be spending time with the Nelson Ranger students, giving them some tips and everything. So it's nice to include, you know, the Exuma students and those interested in golf. But again, it's sort of the upcoming golfers, if you like. It's the Tiger Woods of the future, if you like. Again, it's really looking forward to it. I hope the weather's a bit better than last year, but it's going to be good.
The D.W. Davis Royals have been a force to reckon with in junior boys basketball since Coach Mark Hanna took over. For Hanna, it's all about keeping up with the changing times.
For me, basketball is life, and I'm a student of the game. I was around basketball, watching on TV, online, reading up different plays and different philosophies, and trying to upgrade myself because I cannot teach my players what I don't know. So when I upgrade, I'm more equipped to teach them and bring them to a higher level.
Still talking hoops, Coach Rodney Curry has been at a number of different schools. He's now with Bahamas Elite and spoke about whether or not this is his last stop.
Bahamas Elite is actually my institution. I'm one of the persons on the school board, and for those many schools I have been to, it was a time when God wanted me to be those there to actually learn for this time right now. So basically it's just a mission, helping young men and young ladies use their talent to get to the next level. We have about 21, 22 students, and it's going to come around eventually once these kids understand what we want them to do in terms of playing fundamentally sound basketball.
Martin Pork-Burrows has really enjoyed his time as an umpire, whether it be baseball or softball. As for how it all got started, he says it goes back to a conversation he had with the late Arthur Thompson.
When my knees gave out on me and I stopped playing, and I told Art, I said, I'm interested in umpiring. Art said, Pork, something, you're way good with the young crew. Said, why don't you give coaching a chance? And we only have 1 or 2 guys that are certified. Knowing you're the kind of person you are, you could push yourself and you could get certified. So I took his advice and I went and I did that. But coaching Julian after so many years and then seeing the officiating staying stagnant, ain't moving, the game trying to get better and everything, I said, let me give it a shot at the umpiring side of it. And I wish I had done it back then before I took our advice. I would have probably been calling in the major leagues by now.
That will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.